Hey guys, welcome to Tech and Tuts, your personal digital platform enhancing education. Press the subscribe button if you haven't already and press the bell icon and never stop learning. Hey guys, welcome back to Python tutorial, and today we will be discussing about tuples. Tuples are not very different than lists, but there are some cases where they differ. Let me explain. Unlike lists, in tuples the datas are actually immutable. And what do I mean by immutable is the datas that whatever you store inside a tuple, that does not get changed by any means. For an example, if I make a list and I call it as my list, and let give some numbers over there, 7 8, and as we have seen before, we can sorry we can append new values inside our list, right? So if I print this out, I should get a value 3 5 7 8 and 56. But in case of tuples, the values that are once declared cannot be changed by any means. That's a great difference. So let us make a tuple. I'll call it as my tuple, and inside that you will need to give this parenthesis, and inside this you need, let us give the same values 3 comma 5 comma 7 comma 8. Okay, now if I try to do the same thing with my tuple as I have done it with my list, let me just convert the variable name my tuple, you will find an error, and the error says that tuple object does not have any attribute append. So that says that you cannot like add new elements to a tuple, you cannot remove elements from a tuple. It's just whatever you declare, it remains as it is. Let me show you how the number of methods present in list and the number of methods present in a tuple or tuple, whatever you want to say, differ from each other in both in numbers and how they really function. So for that we can use a command called directory. You just need to type in dir, and inside that you need to pass the variable name. I will print both my list as well as my tuple to show you the difference. And let's give a new line over here. You can write /n for a new line, and then I want to print the directory of my tuple, right? So I hope we can like find some significant difference in the number of methods available in list and tuple. Let's try that out. Okay, let me comment out this line because this will throw an error all time. As you know that Python, it does not compile each line one by one, it compiles the whole block of code, so it will throw me an error every time I run this. So let me comment this line, and next let's try to run it up. Now as you can see over here, okay, this is the like the methods of the list, right? And as you can see over here, it contains some methods like append, clear, copy, count, extend, like pop, remove. So you can like add new elements, delete new elements, you can pop out, remove, yeah, you can sort them and like that. But in case of tuple, you cannot find such methods like append, copy or clear, right? There's no such method. You can like count the elements, or you can use the index function to access separate elements, or you can like find the size of the tuple, but you cannot add or remove new elements, right? So this is a significant difference between tuple and list. So where do we need to use it and why do we need to use it? Suppose we are storing some values that we don't want it to be changed by any means. Suppose I am sending some data to a company which contains some important information that are not supposed to be changed, like statistical informations and all. So those values, we will obviously not want them to be randomly getting changed by anyone by any means, right? So they are immutable data. So that's a main difference of my list and tuple. There are some more difference that list contains more space than tuple. So if you are thinking of creating a huge data set of like millions of datas in it, and you want to save space, tuple is a good example for that. Even if you want to save time, tuple will obviously need less time to be get like if you want to access tuple, it will obviously consume less time, so it will reduce the time and space complexity of your code. That's the main difference of tuple and list. So what else can be done with tuple? Actually nothing much. It is just a dataset that cannot be changed. So you can print it like I have done it, or you can even use a loop as I have explained before. But you can even access a single data data from a particular place if you know the index number, as we did in list. Like if I want to access the, okay, let me delete this because this will not work, right? It will throw me an error every time. So let just simply take the tuple itself, and let me delete the list also. And over here you can access any element by using its index number. Like if I want to print the first element, so I can write something like my tuple, and inside this square brackets you just need to pass the index number, and that should print 3 over here because 0 index contains 3 in it. Let us try that. Yeah, you get 3. So that's how you can access individual elements in a tuple. You can access all the elements at once. Even if you want to access individual element and print it out using a loop, you can also do it with tuples, as we have done it before with list and other data structures. So it's pretty simple. You just need to write a for loop for I in my tuple, and then you need to write just print I, and that will print individual elements of my tuple. Let's try that out, and as you can see 3578 has been printed out. So that's like all for tuple is not as it is not very different with list, so I don't think we need more information about it. It's not, I hope it's not very hard to understand what is a tuple. It's almost same to a list and functions like a list as well. So that's all for today. Thank you, stay tuned, and we will be back with some new tutorial very soon. Thank you. Hope that video helped you in developing your conception. Give it a like, press the bell icon, and don't forget to share. Thanks for watching.